Hello and welcome to MadAlec Assistance Videos. This assistant video is for 1009 pool season closing for February setup and August run. Now you might be saying that doesn't look like a pool closing. Yes, it's a template from Microsoft Word to use to make this template for a flyer. Now, the reason why we use Microsoft Word, if it's your first time turning into MadAlec, is because Microsoft Word is a tool that's available on most computers, and so therefore it's an asset that you already have. And in order to save money and help you grow your business, we'd like to use tools that you have easily available that offer free flyers for you to use to help grow your business. So with that, let's get into our flyer here for a pool closing company. So we have our template that we've used to create our pool closing template. Now, one of the key things we've done with this is we've tried to use a little bit of humor. Now, if you own a pool or if you owned a pool, these are our key points that will hit right to you. You're tired of doing this. You can't live with this. You can't afford to do this, so let us do this. Now, one of the best types of promotions and flyers and advertising are ones that automatically answer and take care of a job that people don't want to do. And pool closing usually is that type of job. And so with that, that's why this one was generated. Now, a lot of people call pool closing companies or pool companies that offer closing every year. However, some people still do it on their way. And in order to grow your business in an area you're building, the reason why this flyer is built that way is because you're keying into what they have to do in order to close it. They got to clean it, everything that's involved, and you're taking it off their schedule, if you will. The other thing is you're putting it on your own schedule. Let's say you have consumers that you've already done business with, and they usually call you every year or every other year, but they run late or they forget to call you until way late, and then they're in panic to get you to close the pool at last minute. So that's what we've also tried to answer this problem for you as far as scheduling is concerned. So when you look at it, we're talking about when to schedule. Book your closing after Labor Day by August 15th. And get our early bird discount special. Because one of the key things for any business in order to grow is they need to do work that's quick and easy for themselves and for consumers. And if you can schedule a number of pool closings in one certain area, you know for a fact that that will save you a lot of time and money. Not driving around town, closing one pool on one side of town and then running over to the other side of town. If you can set up pool closings within a certain area, that's where these flyers come in good, because you're controlling your schedule and you're helping your customers schedule around you, so that way they know. Because also in some instances, if you look at the bottom here, we have schedule your closing by August 25th and we'll guarantee first week of October closing, because you might have someone that needs to keep their pool open into into September because they have a child's birthday. So they want to have a pool party after school has already started, when normally pools are closed, but weather usually tolerates the availability to have a pool opening, so they can have that, and then they're going to want it closed right after that parties. So by setting it up this way, they're automatically helping you schedule your business, so that way, if you can do a number of pool closings in one geographical area, like one subdivision, as opposed to running all over the place, that's huge, because you can book more business that way as opposed to running all over town, using valuable time up traveling to your next job, as opposed to it being in the same subdivision or connected subdivisions around. So that's why we wanted to set up this flyer, not only to help consumers see that they can get a discount, but also the discount offering helps you schedule your business in advance, so that way you can book the businesses you need in the geographical area, so you can do multiples, and it helps cut down your travel time. On the bottom here, we have our information as far as your website and your telephone number. We also have a tracking number. Now, why is a tracking number important? Well, if this is your first time turning into MadAlec, one of the key things you'll get whenever you download any of our flyers is the fact that you'll get a flyer. You also get two other sheets. Second sheet you get is a check sheet. If you're going to edit this template or you're going to create your own flyer in Microsoft Word, it always helps to have guidelines to run by, and that's what our check sheet has. It gives you good information as far as how to set it up, why it's set up, what you need to have on your flyer, what your promotion should do in order to capture, and how to build a successful flyer or advertising campaign to help grow your business. The other thing it talks about on the check sheet is the materials that it should be made out of. Now, this is normal printer paper, so you can see it's cheap. Okay. One of the key things that we call out on here is the factor to use 65-pound cardstock when doing your flyer. Now, the reason for that is it's sturdy, number one. Number two, it has a nice feel of like a greeting card. Greeting card stock is 100 pounds. 65 pound is just under greeting card stock. It's not as thick, but it still has that nice quality feel to it. Now, a lot of companies out there are using color glossy type flyers, and you know yourself when you're leaving your mailbox or your front door whenever you see a flyer and it's color glossy, it tends to be tossed if you don't need it, and since it's glossy, it doesn't thrill you to feel it, where this has a nice texture to it and it feels like a greeting card, and when you feel the card stock, you automatically will want to engage with it, and it'll help your customers engage with your flyer, if you will. And so that's why we offer to use cardstock. It kind of sets you apart. It's a quality material that sets you apart from your competition that might be sending out flyers as well. The other thing is, like we talked about, we have our tracking number on the bottom of our flyers. And the reason why we want our tracking number is because data is all important. To use your tracking number, we give you a tracking sheet. So that way, if you are running the same promotion in multiple subdivisions, if you will, for in pool closing case here, what you can do is it will help you gauge where you had your most success. And by doing that, you can run this promotion again the following year and focus more on the areas that gave you the best rate of return. And that's why you want to have your tracking, because you can track your offer that you have, you can track the geographical area that you put it in, and that way it'll help you from preventing making the same mistake twice, where you just run successful promotions after that. That's why we track our information. That's why the information is important for you to have. So that way you know what it takes in order to grow your business in certain areas. So with that, if this is your first time watching any MadAlec Assistant video and you have not seen these templates, please click on the link below. It'll take you to madalec.com, where we have this flyer and a number of other examples for other businesses. We try and do all kinds of flyers for different businesses, not just one. But if you like the flyer template setup and you have a different type business, you can go in and edit it. Also, there is information concerning marketing and how to build a marketing plan throughout the year for your business, and how to set up your advertising and marketing so that way you have success in planning forward instead of trying to rush stuff to the next month. So with that, we thank you very much. We look forward to assisting you in providing the tools, steps, and plans that will help each small business and blue-collar entrepreneur build market awareness with distinct advertising that's local, economical, and cultivates growth. We are MadAlec. Thank you.